It's not anything fancy. I'm sitting in my living room surrounded with my babies right now. And I'm sitting here thinking, as I've thought for weeks, what I wanted the first official podcast to look like. And I've thought about all the ways that I can make it look nice, and I can make it look professional, and I can make it look grand. And I knew what I needed to talk about. I just didn't know how to say it in a way, and I have tried to ask others what they think, and I've tried to look for perspective as well. But the one thing that the Lord keeps bringing back to my mind is an apology. So this is my official first episode of my podcast, and the first thing that I want to say is I'm sorry. To any person who has ever been hurt by me personally as a Christian, I am sorry. Whether it was on purpose or it was on accident or as I was learning, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to the people who I hurt before I knew Jesus, before I actually knew him, because to be honest, there's a lot of us out here who say that we're Christians and we love Jesus. But I'm gonna ask you a really hard question. Do you really? Are there things that have changed since you gave your life to Christ? Are there things that are different? Is there progress? I'm not saying that you have to be perfect right now, but is there progress? And if there is no progress at all, because sometimes it's little, then I would go back and I would reevaluate the day that you gave your life to Christ, or I would go back and reevaluate the moment that you felt like you got saved. Because sometimes, like, I had to ask myself, was there actual progress? Was there things that changed? And since the day that I've started walking with Christ fully, and if I have hurt you in any type of way by the things that I have said, even maybe trying to be encouraging, maybe trying to be something that I wasn't, or maybe trying to act like I knew more than I did, I'm sorry. I am human, and I will always be human until the day that I go home. And I am not perfect. I am not a perfect Christian. But I love the Lord, and I'm sorry. And for those who have been hurt by the church as a whole, I'm not talking one individual church, or maybe I am. It depends on how you see this. I am so sorry that the church hurt you. I'm so sorry that maybe you walked in the doors and you felt ashamed by maybe the way that you walked in, maybe the things that you wore, or maybe by the lifestyle that you lived. If you felt ashamed or someone made you feel unwelcome, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the church as a whole sometimes is not postured the way that we should be postured. That posture is in love. It does not matter what we do, what we say, how we act, how we dress. If we do not love people, we are nothing. We mean nothing. It does not matter what you did. It does not matter the sin you committed before you walked in those doors. It does not matter the sin you committed before you approached Jesus. You came and you showed up, and our job as Christians, as people who are already loving the Lord, or who already have a relationship with the Lord. It is our job to love you. It didn't matter what you came in with. It didn't matter if you came in high. It didn't matter if you came in with alcohol on your breath. It didn't matter. We should have loved you. And I'm so sorry if something we said came out the wrong way. I'm so sorry that you weren't shown the love that you deserved. No matter where you stood, no matter what you had going on. Because if the one thing that we said or the one thing that we did turned you away with shame and guilt, that was not Jesus. The difference between the Lord and people, and I think sometimes we get this mixed up. The Lord doesn't cause shame. He doesn't cause guilt. He convicts you. And conviction is very different. It's a tug on your heart that says what you're doing is wrong, but it does not cause you shame and guilt. It causes you to want to change. It causes you conviction, causes you to want to change. It causes you to want to be better. It calls you higher than where you already are. It does not cause you to feel ashamed of yourself. And I am so sorry that the church made you feel that way. I am so sorry. I was watching a show recently, and it was a secular show. It had nothing to do with the Lord necessarily, but I was watching a show on Netflix. And in this business, they help brands become more, and they come out and they advocate for them, and they put them on media, and they do all of this. And it hit me that this was the first thing that I needed to do, was to apologize and to say that I was sorry. Because here's the deal. I may not have caused the pain. I may not have caused the issue. I may not have caused the hurt in your heart, or the hardness in your heart towards the church or towards Christians. But I can be one who steps up and says that I'm sorry. And I think that that is the heart of Christ. If you do it in the right way, I cannot fix everything. And I may not have broken the system. And again, if I broke you personally, if I said something, if I did something personally, I'm sorry, and I was in the wrong. But as a church, as a whole, the church, not a church. Again, it might be a church, but as the church of Christ, the church, capital THE, church, as a whole, I can't fix what's broken. But I can start by apologizing, and then maybe, just maybe, through this video you see the Lord, and then that the air can be cleared in this particular moment. And maybe you try church again, or maybe you don't. Maybe you decide in this moment in your living room that you want to give the Lord another try. And I hope that you do. I hope genuinely that you do. Because I hope that you find a real relationship with Christ, not what people say that it should be, or what people think that it is. Or I hope that you don't go to a church and try to serve where a relationship with Christ hasn't been built first. I hope that maybe with an apology that you can start over, that the air can be clear, and that things can start from the beginning. Because to be real honest, I know that by putting an episode out where I have so much to say and I want to share, if you're looking at me going, I know you, I know the old you, friend that's not me anymore. And it hasn't been me for a long time. And I hope that you give these episodes, this podcast, these lives, these videos, whatever they are, I hope that you give them a chance and you get to know the real me. And I hope that you get to know Christ through me. Whether it is the absolute point of a specific show or whatever it is. Whether that's what we talk about or whether we don't know, whether I put him in there at a specific point or whether I just talk about hurt or whatever I talk about, I hope that you see him shine through me. I hope that my words reflect him as a whole, and I hope that you can still stay and listen, because the air has been clear, because for just a second you had someone say that they were sorry on behalf of a place, on behalf of an entity, and on behalf of a belief, on behalf of a church that hurt you. And I hope that you know how sorry I am, and I hope that instead of continuing to feel that moment where you got hurt by the church or by an individual who said that they loved Christ, I hope that this moment clears the air for you so that maybe you try Jesus again. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that the church hurt you. That wasn't Jesus. That wasn't Jesus. But I hope that these videos show you who he actually is and how much he absolutely loves you. And how much he wants to get to know you. Because he wants to. He wants to know you. He wants you to talk to him. He wants a relationship with you. I'm so sorry. And I hope that you can accept my apology. And I know that it's not going to fix everything. But I hope that this one moment can maybe start mending the cracks where it was broken.